Buckle up, because the electric vehicle, EV world, is getting a serious shakeup. You might think Tesla's ruling the EV kingdom, but hold on. Toyota's been cooking up something huge behind the scenes that could knock Tesla off its throne. They just dropped a bombshell announcement that's got everyone in the EV market buzzing. Picture this. A family-sized, fully electric Toyota SUV packed with cool features, super affordable, and priced like a used car. In this video, we're diving into Toyota's game-changing innovation, what Elon Musk thinks about this bold move, and whether this awesome SUV will hit the roads in the US and Europe. Could this be the start of a massive shift in the EV world? Stick around to find out. And before we jump in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more exciting updates. Before we get into Toyota's innovation, let's talk a little about the friendship between Toyota and Tesla. In 2010, Toyota, the hybrid pioneer, and Tesla, the electric vehicle maverick, struck a deal that seemed like a match made in auto heaven. Toyota invested $50 million in Tesla and sold them a California factory at a bargain, leading to the 2012 launch of the RAV4 EV, a blend of Toyota's reliability and Tesla's electric spark. But the partnership quickly soured. Toyota's meticulous, safety-first culture clashed with Tesla's fast and loose innovation style, with engineers bickering over battery designs and processes. The RAV4 EV flopped, selling just 2,500 units at a steep $49,800. By 2014, the alliance was crumbling. Toyota began selling its Tesla stake, and the war of words erupted. At a 2014 conference, Elon Musk scoffed at Toyota's hydrogen fuel cell focus, calling them incredibly dumb and dubbing them fool cells. Toyota's vice president, Bob Carter, fired back, defending hydrogen as a smart zero-emission bet and warning Musk against dismissing it. The feud wasn't just about tech. It was a clash of visions. Tesla bet everything on electric disruption, while Toyota hedged with hybrids, hydrogen, and plug-ins. By 2017, Toyota had sold all its Tesla shares, severing ties. Now, back to that game plan of Toyota. Toyota is charging into the electric vehicle scene with a bang. After rolling out their awesome bZ4X electric SUV, they're not stopping there. They've got big plans to expand their BZ lineup with a bunch of new battery-powered rides. At the 2024 Beijing Auto Show, Toyota stole the spotlight by unveiling two slick new EVs, the bZ3C and the bZ3X. Talk about a surprise! The bZ3X is Toyota's bold leap into the EV game, and they didn't waste any time. Production kicked off on March 3, 2025. For now, this fully electric gem is only cruising the streets of China because it's being made there. But don't worry, there's a chance it could hit other markets later. Stay tuned for that. Teaming up with China's GAC Group, Toyota has created a real game changer that's got Tesla looking over its shoulder. And here's the best part. The bZ3X starts at an unbelievable $13,000, making it a total steal. Toyota's got something for everyone with 3 cool trims to choose from. The budget-friendly 430 Air Plus starts at just $13,800. Want something fancier? Check out the 520 Pro Plus or the top-of-the-line 620 Max, which maxes out at $27,000. These premium models come loaded with extra features, bigger batteries, and a longer driving range. Toyota has been buddies with China's GAC Group since way back in 2004. This powerhouse partnership is a game-changer. It lets Toyota churn out tons of high-quality bZ3X electric SUVs at super low costs, which means more savings for you. So, how is Toyota selling the bZ3X for such a steal compared to other EVs? Well, it's not just their smart teamwork with GAC that's keeping prices down. Toyota's cracked the code with a brilliant battery breakthrough. Instead of using the usual lithium-ion batteries that Tesla and others rely on, Toyota's gone with something called lithium iron phosphate LFP batteries. Why is that a big deal? LFP batteries use iron, which is way cheaper and easier to find than the nickel and cobalt used in traditional batteries. Plus, there's a darker side to those materials. Cobalt often comes from the Democratic Republic of Congo, where mining has been linked to serious issues like child labor and political instability, making the supply chain super shaky. Nickel's no saint either. Its mining can harm the environment, causing water pollution and wiping out forests. By switching to LFP batteries, Toyota's not only slashing costs, but also dodging ethical and environmental headaches. The world's been shining a spotlight on the problems with cobalt and nickel in EV batteries. Think ethical concerns and environmental damage. Activists and leaders are pushing car makers to find better, greener ways to power electric vehicles. And guess what? Toyota's already ahead of the game, even as a newbie in the EV scene. Now, let's zoom in on the bZ3X, Toyota's budget-friendly electric SUV that's stealing the show. Don't let the low price fool you. This car is packed with family-friendly goodness. Imagine the Toyota RAV4, but fully electric and ready to roll. It's a compact SUV that's perfect for families with plenty of space and cool features. Inside, the bZ3X feels like a cozy home on wheels. You've got a roomy cabin, tons of cargo space for all your gear, and cutting-edge tech to keep everyone happy. Comfort? Check. Practicality? Double check. And Toyota's really listened to drivers' gripes about those tricky central touch screens that make you dig through menus while driving. Their solution? A smart design that keeps the touch screen but adds physical buttons. For easy access to things like audio and climate control, no more fumbling around. The bZ3X is proof you can get an affordable EV without skimping on quality or features. This car isn't just affordable, it's loaded with features that make it a total winner. Let's start with range. The base model, priced at just $13,800, can zoom up to 276 miles on a single charge. Need more? The premium versions stretch that to an impressive 379 miles, perfect for all your daily adventures. Worried about charging? Toyota's got you covered. The bZ3X has fast-charging tech that juices up from 30% to 80% in just 24 minutes, quicker than a pit stop. If you're charging at home overnight, a full battery takes about 10 hours, easy peasy. Now, let's talk style. The bZ3X comes in fun colors like white, gray, silver, black, pink, and even gold. Inside, you can pick from beige, black, or orange color schemes, and the dual-color steering wheel pairs with a sharp 8.8-inch LCD display for all your driving info. The dashboard is sleek and layered, and the massive 14.6-inch central touchscreen is voice-activated for effortless control. But wait, there's more. You get 32-color ambient lighting to set the mood, a panoramic sunroof for stargazing, a foldable rear armrest for extra comfort, 7 airbags for safety, wireless phone charging, and an 11-speaker Yamaha sound system to blast your favorite tunes. Safety and smarts? The bZ3X is next level. It's packed with an advanced driving assistance system powered by LiDAR, a super cool sensor that shoots out millions of laser pulses to map everything around the car in 360 degrees. It spots pedestrians, cars, road signs, and obstacles, even in foggy or dark conditions. Plus, with 11 high-definition cameras and 27 sensors, this SUV's self-driving tech is way ahead of the pack. It can change lanes, park itself, brake to avoid crashes, and even read traffic lights like a pro. We've spilled all the tea on Toyota's game-changing bZ3X electric SUV that's shaking up the EV world. But what's the buzz among other car makers, especially Tesla's Elon Musk? Let's dive in. Toyota's making some bold moves, including snapping up a $50 million stake in Tesla Motors. That's right. These two are teaming up to work on electric cars, parts production systems, and engineering know-how. Toyota's also cooking up its own electric ride, a short-range urban commuter car set to hit the streets in 2020. Talk about playing the long game. But here's where it gets juicy. According to Forbes, things aren't looking so hot for Tesla, and Toyota's recent moves have Elon Musk rattled. Insiders say Musk is feeling the heat. Recently, Musk and Toyota's CEO Koji Sato sat down for a chat. Now, you might think they were cooking up a new partnership. After all, Tesla and Toyota have collaborated before. But nope. Sato had a different agenda. He gave Musk a masterclass on why EV makers need to step up with greener, more efficient battery production. Sato also dropped some wisdom on why Toyota took its sweet time entering the EV race. They wanted to build a rock-solid reputation as a reliable, efficient car maker first. And after decades of success, they've nailed it. Tesla's always been the wild, disruptive kid on the EV block, shaking things up. Toyota? They're the calm, strategic planners, taking their time to get it right. With the auto industry under pressure to go green, something car makers were nowhere near achieving 30 years ago, Toyota's slow and steady approach might just be stealing the spotlight. Back in 1997, Toyota dropped a game-changer, the Prius, the world's first mass-produced hybrid car. At first, people didn't bat an eye. Gas was cheap, so who cared? But when fuel shortages hit in the early 2000s, the Prius became a superstar thanks to its super fuel-efficient hybrid design. Suddenly, everyone wanted one. Toyota didn't just stop there. Today, they've got a whole lineup of hybrids, like the RAV4, Camry, and Corolla, that can keep cruising for over 300,000 miles with barely any battery wear. Talk about reliability. Now, here's where things get spicy. Toyota's CEO, Koji Sato, recently spilled the beans on their latest breakthrough, solid-state battery technology. These bad boys charge faster and last longer than the lithium-ion batteries Tesla uses. Sources say Musk wasn't exactly thrilled. He called Toyota's advancements overhyped nonsense, and even accused them of trying to derail Tesla's big plans. Ouch. Sato fired back, cool as a cucumber, saying Toyota's all about building efficient, dependable cars for the long haul. He even took a jab at Tesla, pointing out that they've had trouble keeping the panels from falling off. Burn. Things got so heated that Musk reportedly let a certain four-letter word slip as the meeting wrapped up. Drama alert. With Toyota's solid-state batteries and rock-solid reputation, it's no wonder Musk is feeling the pressure. Toyota's BZ3X, an all-electric SUV, starts at an incredibly low $13,800. Compare that to Tesla's most affordable Model 3, which costs $35,000. And it's no wonder this budget-friendly ride is garnering attention. But here's the big question. If the BZ3X is only being built in China right now, why is Musk so upset? And will this game-changing SUV ever hit the roads of the US or Europe? So why is Elon Musk so upset about a car only being sold in China? Well, it's not just the BZ3X's staggering price or its excellent features, it's the bigger picture. Toyota has teamed up with China's GAC Group to build these EVs in huge numbers at extremely low cost. Thanks to their clever use of lithium iron phosphate, LFP batteries, these batteries are cheaper and more durable than the lithium-ion batteries used by Tesla, avoiding the ethical and environmental issues associated with cobalt and nickel mining. Plus, Toyota CEO Koji Sato recently unveiled his own solid-state battery technology that charges faster and lasts longer than Tesla's batteries. Musk dismissed it as hyperbolic nonsense, but given Toyota's track record, it's clear they're on to something big. Now, here's where things get tricky. New tariffs are getting in the way. As of April 18, 2025, the tariffs President Trump has imposed on Chinese imports are in full swing, reaching as high as 145%. That means exporting anything from China, including Toyota's BZ3X, to the US is going to be very expensive. Suddenly, the $13,800 price isn't so affordable when you add in additional costs, which goes against Toyota's whole mission of keeping EVs affordable. It's the same story in Europe, where there are tariffs ranging from 25% to 30% on Chinese goods. These tariffs make it difficult for Toyota to bring the BZ3X to Western markets without raising the price. But tariffs aren't the only obstacle. The US and Europe have strict regulations for cars, and the BZ3X will need serious changes to meet them. We're talking crash safety testing, battery certification, software regulation, and even changes to its self-driving features. In Europe, it's even more complicated because each country has its own standards for things like electronic systems, emissions, and autonomous technology. Redesigning the BZ3X to comply with all these regulations will take time and money, which could delay its arrival and increase costs. But tariffs aren't the only hurdle. The US and Europe have strict rules for cars, and the BZ3X would need a serious makeover to meet them. We're talking crash safety tests, battery certifications, software regulations, and even tweaks to its self-driving features. In Europe, it's even more complicated, because each country has its own standards for things like electronic systems, emissions, and autonomous tech. Redesigning the BZ3X to comply with all these rules would take time and money, which could delay its arrival and bump up the cost. So, will the BZ3X ever make it to the US or Europe? For now, Toyota's keeping it in China, where production is cheaper and they can sell it at that unbeatable price. But don't lose hope. Toyota's no stranger to global markets, and they've got a history of adapting their vehicles to meet different regulations. Remember the Prius? Launched in 1997 as the first mass-produced hybrid, it became a global hit despite early skepticism. Toyota's also got hybrids like the RAV4 and Camry that are loved worldwide, so they know how to play the international game. If the demand is there, and with all the buzz around the BZ3X, it just might be, Toyota could figure out a way to bring this EV to Western shores, whether by tweaking the design or even setting up production closer to the US or Europe. For Musk and Tesla, the BZ3X is a wake-up call. Toyota's not just dipping its toes into the EV market. They're diving in with a strategic plan that's been decades in the making. While Tesla's been the flashy disruptor, Toyota's been quietly perfecting reliable, efficient vehicles. From the Prius to their new solid-state batteries, Musk might be brushing it off, but Toyota's slow and steady approach could shake up the EV world in a big way. What does this mean for you? If you're in China, you can snag a BZ3X and cruise in style for less. If you're in the US or Europe, you might have to wait a bit, but Toyota's got big plans, and this SUV could be worth it. Toyota's latest electric vehicle, EV, was clearly designed with China as its main focus, and it might be a while before it hits roads in places like the US or Europe. But don't worry, Toyota's got a plan. They're already working on the BZ4X, a model tailored for American and European drivers. Toyota isn't just joining the EV trend, they're setting the pace. They've tackled the biggest complaints about EVs head-on. People said EVs were too expensive, so Toyota rolled out one of the most budget-friendly options out there. Long charging times? This model charges up fast. Overly complicated touchscreens? Toyota went back to classic buttons for easy, distraction-free controls. With these changes, it's hard to argue against switching to an EV. This bold move might even push lawmakers to rethink deadlines for phasing out gas-powered cars. China's reaction to this vehicle could show us if the EV future is finally here.